What's happening, people? It's your boy Big Augs, and welcome back to the Voice of the Tune. Sunderland 0, Newcastle United 3. That was the end result in this third round clash in the FA Cup, the first time in a derby since 2016. Look, that was absolute light work. What was all the fuss about? In my match preview, I was a bit concerned. I was worried just because of how bad we've been playing, not how good they are. And just because of our form coming into this game, our form in the FA Cup, our form against Sunderland as well. But it was like a clear gulf in class. You know, like we could see that one team is in the Premier League and one team is in the Championship. And from the minute goal, you know, you could see the quality on field. And Eddie Howe put out a strong team. Eddie Howe was serious. He understood the assignment. He understood how big this game was, and he picked a strong team. He rested Miley. The back four was the back four from last season, with Byrne, with Botman, Shaw, and Trippier. The middle three was a strong middle three, as strong as it gets for us at the minute, with Bruno, Longstaff, and Joe Linton, and then out wide Almira and Isak, and also Gordon as well. So it was like a very strong team. Eddie Howe understood what needs to be done here. I said in my match preview, losing was not an option. Even a draw or getting a replay was an option too. So, but you know, as the game sort of started, like you can just see that Sunderland, like they're just not up to it. You know, they're sixth in league in Championship. And if you look at the teams that came up in the Championship from last season, Burnley, Sheffield United, and Luton, those teams now you can see how much they're struggling. So there's a clear gulf in class. There's a clear difference in quality between the Championship and the Premier League. And so a team that's sixth in the Championship, it means they're the average side. And it just goes to show how far we are as a club ahead of them. Because don't forget, when they were lost in the Premier League, we won the Championship. So, and that was only like 7 to 8 years ago, or 7 years ago. So it wasn't that long ago, but the difference in players and quality was clear to see, man. And so I'm glad we go over the line with this one, because this was a potential banana skin. You know, it means so much for the fans. But we put in a top class performance, a top class professional performance. Didn't really get dragged into the emotion of it. We just focused on our football, and we just played our game. And from, like I said, from the minute goal, we were on top. I feel like Bruno, man of the match today, dominated the game. He dominated. He was everywhere. It was left, right. It was centre. He was getting on the ball. He was switching the play, and that's the Bruno that we like to see. He was sitting deep. He wasn't getting too carried away and going forward like we've seen in previous games. He was sitting deep. So, and when he's in that position, that's when he has more control of the game and players don't run in behind. But even if, like, I felt like, even if he didn't sit deep, you know, Sunderland didn't have the players to cause us any issues. Alex Pritchard was probably the best player today. But apart from that, Joe Bellingham didn't offer anything. That winger, Clark, on the left-hand side didn't offer anything. But yeah, early on, obviously this game had no VAR. So, and I went to the Chelsea game in the League Cup, which didn't have any VAR. And you can see that as a difference as well in terms of the speed of the game. If the referee doesn't call it, it's over. There's no going back to the monitor. That's it. It's play on or it's a foul. And I think it was Ballard, the centre back. First time I've seen him or heard of him. Isak went through one-on-one with the keeper, and Ballard, you can see he pulled his shirt and then he pulled Isak's arm. It was sort of like Ramos and Salah in the Champions League final back a couple of years ago, when Salah got injured and Liverpool lost the final. I think it was like 2017 or something like that, or 18. And it was a bit like that, but because there's no VAR, the referee missed it. We couldn't go back and look at it and check it and give a penalty. So played on, and you know that's the beauty of having VAR, is that you know we can go back and see the highlights, and you know the referee can look at it. But because there was no VAR, it was play on, and that one they were lucky not to get away with, because if that cost us, you know, we would have been fuming. But you know, the same player again, Joe Linton, exposing down the left hand side. I feel like we got in that side, the right back, I think it was Hume. We got in the side just before then a few times, and Big Joe crossed it in, and Ballard, the same player who put on Isak, flicked the ball. It was a great finish, by the way. It was a great finish. Flicked the ball into the back of his own net, and it was 1-0. It was a perfect start. It was calmer. You know, it was like ideal, perfect game, because obviously it was like 25 minutes in, 30 minutes in, and it was 0-0. It was all us still, but 0-0, and the longer you want it, you went 0-0. You know, the more chance of them going into the game, and but that goal came in and that took the sting out of everything. And that's what we needed, because now we could relax, and it would mean they don't have to come out. And to be fair, they didn't do that. To be fair, because they didn't have the players to do that. They're not a quality team, innit? So they're awful. They're absolutely awful. And we didn't even need to get into second gear today. You know, they didn't put any fight in. I feel like they were just scared of our physicality and our aggression and our energy. And obviously, it just, like I keep saying, it just shows the difference. But going into half-time, 1-0, happy days, because this was a potential banana skin. And Eddie Howe knew we can't lose this game. So 1-0 half-time, happy days. And then coming out second half, straight away, the defender gives it away. Amiran, by the way, who pressed every single player at every opportunity today. Pressed the defender, squared it to Isak. And Isak, you can't give Kiliman Isak such a chance in the box and at open goal, because he's going to put it in the back of the net. And he started it like in the top bins. 2-0, and the fans were going crazy, pandemonium. And from then it was game done. You know, that second goal was what we needed, that cushion. But also 2-0 is also, if it goes 2-1, it's still game one. But you know, they didn't ever look like scoring. Pritchard hit the bar, but I feel like the keeper had it covered, and he had another shot where the Rafka made a save. So they didn't really have to do much at the keeper either. But 2-0 became 3-0 very quickly when I think Isak slid through Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon took on his man, and Ballard again, the same player who fouled Isak, didn't get a penalty, scored the own goal. It was the same player who brought down Anthony Gordon. So he had a stinker, he had a shocker, and a day for him to forget, you know, in his local town where Derby, and you know, to concede an own goal and then to give her a penalty like that. Gordon got the penalty, and Kiliman Isak just does what he does best. 13 goals this season now. Bear in mind, he's been injured for probably a good period of the season. 13 goals in all competitions for me is good going in January, to be fair to you. So credit to Isak for slotting the penalty away, and the keeper again the wrong way, and 3-0, and it was job done. It was assignment done. It was panic over. There was obviously a sigh of relief for myself, but I'm just glad that we avoided this banana skin, and you know, hopefully now we can kick on. You know, this can sort of, like I said in my match preview, like this could sort of rekindle our season again and give us the extra push that we need, because you know, it was a perfect game for us to get that, and we got it today. So I'm happy. I'm happy. I watched it in a pub as well, and it was a good atmosphere. So all in all, positive day, positive result. What was all the fuss about? LIGHTWORK. You know, Sunderland they're way off it. They're way off where we are, and it goes to show how far we've come as a club. So happy days, man. Happy days, man. Like I said, my man of the match was Bruno. Let me know who your man of the match was. And we march on into the fourth round of the FA Cup for the first time in almost 4 years. So we break our FA Cup hoodoo as losing to Sheffield Wednesday last year, and Cambridge the year before, and Arsenal the year before that. So you know, we're back in it. We're in the fourth round. Eddie Howe's finally got his FA Cup win for Newcastle United as manager. And yeah, we march on. We got a difficult run in the league, but after those 2 games in the league, we got the fourth round, and then we got some decent games in the league. So you know, hopefully now we can push on and, you know, climb up the table, and with our squad coming back too, and with the window opening, get some recruitment in. So hopefully now this can give us energy, like I said. So yeah, man, thank you for watching, man. It's your boy Big Augs. Make sure to like, to comment, let me know what your thoughts on the game were, who was your man in the match, and make sure to press that subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.